within our discipleship, hospitality and service is very, very important. But so is being able to be quiet and listen to prayer and to be able to just strum a guitar sometime and just be open to what God is going to do for us and what God is doing in our lives. It's about not being too busy to listen to God. And so both of these are valuable characteristics of a disciple. To minimize our discipleship model to just two brief glimpses of characters who appear in this story for Martha and Mary isn't doing either one of them justice. So maybe the takeaway shouldn't be whether we're a Martha or a Mary, but what if it's about the relationship that is formed here? And maybe think about your relationship with a sibling. Think about your relationship with a close friend. Ever complicated? Do you ever have things happen in your relationship where you're like, Mary, or Martha, I can't believe you did that, or you're showing me up, or there might be sibling rivalries, there might be competition. What is happening in this story? Well, Martha and Mary have a very interesting relationship that gets narrowed down to just this one little exchange. But did you notice the tactic that Martha uses when she gets anxious about the work that has to get done? What doesn't happen? Martha and Mary are there. Martha's doing all the work. Mary's doing one of these, kind of like a few of you right now. I won't name names. And all of a sudden, Martha, instead of saying, Mary, start to do the work, Jesus is here, she goes, hey, Jesus, tell my sister to do the work. Jesus is like, what? That's awkward. I'm the guest in your house. Why are you telling me to tell your sister to do the work? Oh, Martha, Martha, Martha. You see what's going on here? You see what triangulation looks like? That's exactly what's happening in this story. Edwin Friedman talks about triangles. An emotional triangle is any three members of a relationship system. It could be three people, it could be two people and a thing. But any time within that system, two members kind of gather together plus an issue or a symptom. They kind of work and function in all sorts of different ways. We've been parts of triangles. All of us have been parts of triangles. In fact, all of us have probably been all three parts of a triangle at some point in our life. Think about the time where you've been around someone who just all they want to do is gossip, gossip, gossip. And they are like raising the anxiety level so high. They're like, did you hear about this? Or did you hear about her? Can you believe what she did? And they want to pull you in. And you're like, oh, I kind of want to hear these stories. This is pretty good juice. I want all the dirt. Tell me more. There's like a buy-in that has to happen for you to be able to get some of that. Like you have to kind of give them approval that like the thing that they're saying about your friend over here, it's okay. These triangles happen all the time. They happen in our families. I mean, all the time in our families. They happen all the time in our workplaces. They happen all the time in our systems. And sometimes they can be super harmless, but sometimes they can really spiral out of hand and they can get things ugly. In the triangle that's forming here, does Jesus have anything to do with the triangle? No, this is between Martha and Mary. And instead of being the host who's welcoming and saying, you know what, Jesus, I just want to be here and be present with you, she's so worried about what Mary is making her look like. And Jesus' response is very important to us. Because Jesus knows it's not about him. And so he tells Mary nothing. And he looks at Martha and he says, look, don't choose worry and anxiety. Choose to be present in the moment. Right here, just Martha, the work is important, the hospitality, you're doing a great job. Just be here. Just listen.